There are a few benefits that travel sellers will realize as they activate NDC. A key one of those is insights into the operational impact that NDC has and the ability to create an action plan to address this. The sooner that you activate and engage with this new type of content source, the quicker you're going to be able to get access to those insights. Also, the ability to start comparing the reality of the type of content available via NDC versus traditional sourcing to help you determine the value of that content and how and when you might want to start selling it. There's been, so much discussion at the industry level around kind of what is NDC content. The best thing you can do is jump in and start being able to evaluate it for yourself. And then probably most importantly that a seller is going to be able to get when they activate NDC content is just the confidence that they have access to the greatest breadth and depth of content available, which is really one of the key value propositions that they have to their customers. As travel sellers really start thinking and learning more about NDC and they have their meetings and conversations with their partners, it's really important that they take the lead on driving the right conversations to understand their partners' NDC strategies. There's really some basic questions you want to ask in these conversations. Things like, what are their objectives regarding NDC and how does NDC fit into their larger strategy? Are they aligned with making NDC content available in the GDS, which we know is the preferred booking source for agencies and corporations? What is their NDC roadmap? Understanding whether or not they're supportive of the types of capabilities that are required for this content to be operationalized in the indirect channels. Also, questions around what markets and capabilities are they activating and when? How will data be shared and how does message size impact performance? Really asking them about their commitment to performance, because again, we know time is money, and if NDC drives an exorbitant amount of operational work time, that's going to be a real challenge for sellers to be able to adopt it in a broad manner. They should also be asking their partners, how are they influencing the industry thinking? NDC is absolutely, again, an industry level ecosystem initiative. And if you aren't thinking about it in that broader context, then you're probably going to be very limited with the ability to drive a broad scale adoption. I also think they should ask about what pilot programs they are participating in and with whom, what they're doing to encourage adoption. And then I'd spend a little bit of time asking about the contracts and service levels and how they might be impacted so that you understand any potential commercial impact that this might have. Now, in having these conversations, what I think that will do for you is it's really going to help you form a much stronger perspective on the relative value of each of the suppliers' NDC content. And it should inform how you should prioritize the operationalization of NDC into your environment. And then lastly, having these discussions and asking these questions is going to equip you to have a more informed conversation with your customers, especially corporations who we know they are very active in the NDC community, and help them to understand the reality of NDC and the impact it might have on their overall corporate programs.